Yo, what's going on, everybody? So yeah, Avengers Endgame. Man, you saw my post movie reaction. I'm talking about as soon as I left out the theater, I was in shock. I was in disbelief. Everything you can imagine was. I really didn't have no words because at that very point, I'm not gonna say I was let down, but I did have a thought in my mind that said I liked Infinity War better, but having a few days to process the movie, what I saw, I was like, yeah, man, this tops Infinity War. It should have been called Infinity War Part 2, how they was initially going to do it, like Infinity War Part 1 and Infinity War Part 2. It could have went that same way because it was a battle for the stones at the end of the movie. Going into this, we all knew it was 3 hours and 2 minutes long. Some people was like, "Damn, that's too long. What are we going to?" I never said that. Infinity War was 2 hours and 26 minutes, I believe. I felt like that wasn't long enough. The same goes for Endgame. I felt like it wasn't long enough. It could have been 2 hours longer. It could have been 3 hours longer than what it was. I would have been happy. Most people was like, how are we going to use the bathroom? And I used it beforehand, and the movie had me sometimes on the edge of my seat, so I wasn't even. I did get a little bit hungry, but I arrived to the movie theater late. The line for the concession was fucking long, so I don't give a fuck about that food watching that movie. So the movie picked up where Infinity War left off. Captain Marvel, she comes in and help the team. They go in space, find Thanos. He damn near about to living his last days, and they killed him. Jump 5 years later, Ant-Man, and I've been seeing videos recently where people saying the rat is the real MVP because if it wasn't for the rat, none of that would have been possible for Ant-Man getting out the quantum realm. Basically, it's a heist movie. Like Infinity War was about Thanos collecting the Infinity Stones. Now Endgame is about the Avengers collecting the Infinity Stones, but time travel is involved. And I'm a big fan of time travel. I love any time travel movie. Back to the Future is my favorite, and I have to say that not Infinity War, I'm sorry, Endgame is possibly the best time traveling movie to date with the explanation of time travel, because we all know time traveling, even though it isn't possible, but it's confusing. And Endgame made the most logic of that. Like if you go back in the past, you cannot change the present. You only make alternate timelines. And I think that was just a good understanding of everything that happened. And I tell people this. I like the people who I told that I went to go see Endgame. They asked me like, can I just go see this without seeing the other? I mean, you can go see Endgame without going to see all the other MCU movies, but you're going to be confused as fuck. You have to see all the other movies just to understand what's going on in Endgame. If you go in watching Endgame without having seen any other movies, it's going to make you go back and watch them. So ever since the first Iron Man, I went to go see every movie. I own them on Blu-ray. So me just seeing Endgame, every time jump they did, I'm like, oh shit, they fucking did that. They fucking did that, and then just seeing like that's like I really loved how they did this, and it was like man, this movie is fucking awesome. And just like in Infinity War with the battle at Wakanda, that last battle scene, man, they saved the best for last because that fucking battle, I'm talking about the crowd, that was in the theater with me, they went fucking bananas. They went crazy. I'm chill. If it was my first time seeing it, so I'm not really pumped like they were. I'm just like, oh shit. I'm like, I cried tears of joy. No lie, when Captain America picked up Thor's hammer and he was wielding that shit, twirling that, I fucking my eyes watered up. That was tears of joy. And Captain America he's the shit. Like the Russo brothers, when they took over for uh the Winter Soldier, ever since then they made Captain America a badass, and he does his thing throughout all these movies. That shit, that fucking battle, man. And I like what they did to Iron Man, because this is the Iron Man that we're used to. The technology wise, the wisecrack, like it. Seeing Iron Man in Endgame is very reminiscent of the first Iron Man with all the technology. He the one that helped the time travel. He made the gauntlet for the Infinity Stones. That shit was all that. The deaths, I thought it was gonna be more deaths than what it were. Black Widow, Iron Man, and Captain America. But I mean, Captain America didn't die. He just became old, and I thought it was gonna be way more deaths than that. I kind of figured Iron Man. I thought Captain America was gonna die, but Iron Man, like I thought he was gonna die in Infinity War when Thanos stabbed him in the stomach, and I was about to fucking cry when that happened. I didn't cry when he died in Endgame, but I think I watched Emergency Awesome, and he was saying something about Tony Stark might be the AI, his technology for like Spider-Man and stuff. So we might not see the last of Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. in the MCU. But it's interesting to see how things are going to change from now on, like the direction that they're heading in. And I can't wait for them to introduce the X-Men and Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer, and Galactus. And that's another thing. When they was battling and Scarlet Witch was fucking Thanos up, and he was like rain fire, and then all of a sudden the weapon system pointed toward the sky. I don't know, for some strange reason, I don't know why I thought it was Galactus coming. I just I don't know. My mind was just out there, but it was Captain Marvel. She came in to fuck the ship up, and yeah. So I'm not going to go into detail what happened, and just know that it was good. The moment when all the ladies of the MCU had their battle, I understand why they did that. I'm not disappointed for that. It was nice seeing that. The Professor Hulk, even though they didn't show his transformation, he explained. I'm cool with that, because movies doesn't have to always show everything. So his explanation as to why Thor, you understand why he became what he was. He was like he thought he failed. So I mean, that's kind of like living with depression. You just don't give a fuck about yourself sometimes. You just go all out. And that's what happened to him. So I completely understood that. Like everything that happened. The only cons about this movie that I have, it was some scenes that were missing that I didn't see in the trailer. That I saw in the trailer that I didn't see in the movie. Like I don't know if I just didn't see it. I mean, I gave the movie my full attention. But the scene when Black Widow was shooting at the little targets, the paper, that there was a scene where I think Ant-Man, I think that's when Captain Marvel first came, and she lit up the room, and you can see it just brightening it up. And then even the post-credit scene from Captain Marvel, when they had Nick Fury's pager, and soon Black Widow turned her head, Captain Marvel was there. That wasn't in there. And What happened to Loki when they went back in the past and he got away with the Tesseract and he disappeared? What happened? I just know he disappeared, and I probably might have to go see it again, probably next week sometime. But the movie is worth it, and I cannot wait for it to come out on Blu-ray. I cannot fucking wait. Like I say, I own all the movies. They're up here, and I cannot wait to add this to my collection. I mean, this movie is doing numbers, breaking records. I'm happy for them. I hope they is the only movie that's gonna be able to top this. The only movie that's gonna be able to top this is if they come out with a DC versus Marvel movie. That's the only movie that's gonna top Endgame for the best opening ever. I don't see nothing else doing it, and I hope DC. This could have been DC. I hope they paying attention to what Marvel is doing, because this could have been them. I'm a fan of both. I kind of like DC more, but if they would have had these shit together, they could have been doing the same shit. But I'm happy for Marvel. It was an excellent movie. It's been 10 years, 11 years coming, and it was well fucking worth it. I still remember the first time I went to go see Iron Man. So I never had second thoughts about that, and to this day, it's in my top 5 of the Marvel movies. It was a proper send off. Out of all the Marvel movies, it's probably only 2 that I don't like. All the other ones has been great, and I just appreciate what Marvel has done to the fans, to the Russo brothers for giving us a fantastic movie, to all the writers, the actors, everybody. Like, this movie was fucking, like, you changed people's lives with this. You really did. You changed people's lives. So let me know what you thought about the movie. How do you feel about it? How do you rank it amongst all the other MCU movies, all the other Avenger movies? And just post your comments. And until the next time, catch y'all later.